Happy birthday to Rabbit.
It's not my birthday.
Happy birthday to Rabbit's YouTube.
Yes, we'll go with that. So this is a late commentary for my 1 year on YouTube. I signed up with this account on February 12th of 2013. I don't believe I put my first video up until like February 14th or 15th or maybe 13th. The very first YouTube video I put up though, I actually didn't do anything. I just got the Elgato and there was like an option to just upload to YouTube, and I just, you know, I think we were playing Borderlands 2 and I just recorded a little bit, threw it up, and I was like, hey cool, it's up. And then slowly progressed to doing stuff on Sony Vegas, learning stuff slowly. So I guess we'll talk a little bit about that, my 1 year on YouTube, and kind of how it came about. Originally, I'd always wanted to do YouTube when YouTube was first around, but I didn't know how people got the game image onto a video. I was like, how the fuck does that happen? And I never looked it up. Plus, I was always so damn broke I couldn't have afforded a capture card anyway. And then somewhere in, I want to say, probably November of 2012, I started really looking into it quite a bit. I didn't really have the balls to start it, and then I was watching a commentary one night, and the chick that was doing the commentary was talking about, you know, it was mainly based around, you know, people starting YouTube, and, you know, she was saying, if you want to do it, you should try it, you know, if you think it's going to make you happy, just do it, just try it anyway. And I was always more one of those people like, no, what if I fail at something? And it's like, you really can't fail at YouTube if you're doing it just for fun anyway. So I was like, I might as well try. The worst that's gonna happen is I'm gonna get a bunch of haters that I can just ignore if I want.
True.
Truth. I've got my fair share of haters, that's for sure. Sometimes it was fun to fuck with them back. Sometimes I just ignore them. I've blocked 3 people from my channel, and none of them I was angry at. I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like talking to this hater. Blocked! I don't know, it was the most awesome thing ever when I blocked the first one. I almost wanted to like make a whole little video about it and all that, be like, my first block. Heart.
That would have been embarrassing.
It would have been actually, but you know, I was all excited about it. I mean, that's not something you should be excited about, blocking a hater, but it felt nice. I was like, oh yeah, well, I don't have to hear you anymore. That's the thing that I don't understand about when people get upset when they have haters. You don't have to reply to them. You can mute them. You can block them from your channel. It's not like in real life if someone has a bully. You know, like haters on YouTube are like internet bullies, but you don't actually have to confront them if you don't feel like it. You just do it when you're bored and they start talking shit and you're like, well, you know what? I'm bored. Got a little pent-up aggression here. Let me let it out on someone who deserves it.
Right?
Oh.
Instead of screaming at these innocent customers, let me yell at you.
I don't have customers where I work. Which, by the way, we'll also get into where I work. Some of you know that, but might as well talk about that a tiny bit. I fuel airplanes for Allied Aviation, and on nice weather days, the job is awesome. When the weather's bad, it sucks. If it's too cold, too hot, if it's cold and raining or cold, it's horrible, you know. So like, the perks of the job are also some of the downfalls of the job. You know, the perks are, in order for me to get from one place to another in my job, I have to drive a big ass truck. So that means no confinement. You're not feeling like you're confined to one room or, you know, one building. You have freedom to move around. But in order to have that much freedom, you work outside, and when the weather's bad, it sucks. And in the summer, I'm bad about not putting on sunblock, and I really should, because I'm probably going to get skin cancer, but I'm just too lazy to throw on sunblock. Plus, it, like, blocks in when the heat's trying to escape, it holds it in, so it makes it hotter. And yeah, that's my work. That's what I do. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear too much about that, so I'll stop rambling about that. Back to YouTube. Where were we?
1 year.
No, it was that, you know, I finally got the courage to start it up, but I was like, I can't quite do it alone. So I was talking to Raina, and I was talking to my cousin, and they're both thinking about it. Venom Blade is my cousin, by the way. They were both thinking about doing it, so we all started up right around the same time. And by them doing that with me, it gave me the courage to actually do that. So we've been working together for the past year, you know, supporting each other, working on, you know, with each other on videos. And when we find new settings, we, you know, tell each other tell each other about them.
Porky pig.
And blah 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 blah.
That's all, folks.
Yep. Yeah, I don't do many post commentaries, as you guys know. There was a period, though, that we'll get to where I did those. Now, when we first started, we were doing some Borderlands stuff, and, you know, that was fun, but the game kind of got boring. So then we moved on to Black Ops, and some Let's Plays. And, yeah, I didn't know any color corrections, I didn't know about disabling resample. I knew about noise removal, which is good because my computer is kind of loud, and we will hopefully be getting a new computer soon. What? Well, each of us are going to get our own computers, new computers soon. We each have our own kind of crappy computers, but we're going to get some beast-ass machines. So as we were learning these color corrections and all this stuff to help make our videos better, we'd actually had some really good videos during that time of not knowing, you know, how to make the videos better. So it's unfortunate that I don't have any of the stock footage of it anymore, so I can't do, like, you know, a re-upload with better quality of it for you guys to see. And I have a hard time looking back on it now because I'm so used to seeing with color corrections and disabled resample. But yeah, so we did that for a while, and I used to spend a lot of time editing videos. Like, during the Black Ops times, we were doing, like, knifing and gun game, we were doing, mainly a lot of party game stuff. And there's this section of time where I was putting in like 12 to 18 hours in per video, and they were getting like 50 views, and I was like, I don't know if this is worth putting in 12 to 18 hours.
Shit, yours got 50 views, mine got like 10.
I had to whore the living shit out of those, though. I'd sit there and make my friends watch them. Hey, watch this video. I'm gonna watch over your shoulder to make sure you watch it. Which kind of sucked, you know, and then, so I just kind of backed off it completely, and then we started doing Let's Plays and all that, and, you know, nobody was watching those, but I was enjoying doing them, but damn, were they boring. I can't watch Let's Plays unless it's in a live stream. In live streams, they're actually fun to watch. So, it comes around, let's see, like about June or July, I was thinking about getting a new computer with my income tax return, which doesn't, you know, you never normally get that back until mid-February, so that was a long time off. And I was like, I want to get a new computer to make this stuff quicker, and I can get stuff out easier with less render time and all that. I can put more edit time in. But I wasn't getting any views on anything, and I was sitting at like 90-something subs, like low 90s. And then I bought GTA, and I put up a couple videos of that, and then it bumped me up, and I was thinking, like, I was just sitting at 90-something. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know if I can justify spending $1,300 on a new computer if only like 5 or 6 people are watching these videos. And I was like, I'm under 100 subs. I was like, you know what? I was like, if I hit 100 subs by the time I get my income tax return, I will buy my new PC. Well, I'm sitting at like 1,760 something now, so it's definitely worth it. But all I needed, I was like, all I need is just to hit 100 subs, and I can justify spending all this hard-earned money on a computer. And shit, I freaking went 17 times what I was looking for. So I want to thank all of you guys for that. Any of you that are still listening, I mean, I know commentaries are probably kind of boring. I'm going to try to put a little bit more in. If there's anything you want to know about me, definitely let me know. I'm trying to make it where I know there's some people that are going to watch all the videos because they're there for our personalities and stuff, and we want to try and get more of that going. I want to try and find out what people are going to be here when, you know, GTA comes to an end. I mean, I don't want it to come to an end. Eventually it probably will. So soon we will start putting up more gameplays of other stuff. We're putting live streaming on hold for a minute until we get our better computers, because the graphics card I have in this can't really handle live streaming too well. And we have a lot of background noise normally, so we bought this podcast mixer amp so we can hook both mics into it, so she can speak into her mic, I can speak into my mic, and it'll go into one audio file, so it'd be better audio quality. So we order all the parts, we get the mixer, we hook it up, and it's supposed to supply phantom power to both of our microphones, not supplying phantom power. So Raina looks it up online, and wouldn't you know it, it was defective.
Every freaking form I went on, every form of the question, defective. Everything was defective about it. It was like, well, just because the phantom power light is lit up doesn't mean that it's supplying the phantom power. Defective. If the mics are not turned on, check your setup. Check the manual. If it's not, or if the mic's lights aren't on, or if the light is very dim, you may want to reach customer support.
Fucking internet customer support. Absolutely horrible thing to go through. So hearing the word defective so much right now is driving me crazy. It's like I'm almost hearing a defective song in my head. Defective. Sorry. But actually, speaking of that, I have an MMO mouse that I use for most of my editing. I set the macros for, play, pause, copy, paste, slice, cut, undo, group, all that stuff, so it helps speed up the editing. Well, I had it for about 2 months, and then it just stopped working on me. And then we were checking it out, and then it was showing that it was defective, of course, right?
USB malfunction.
Yep. So I send it back. I had to pay fucking shipping on this. That's what really got me. I had to pay the shipping on their product that was defective within 2 months. Like, really? I mean, I can understand if I'm trying to send this back after like 7, 8 months or something. That had itself a long run. I might as well just buy a new mouse at that point.
Alright.
It was like a $110 mouse, but I got it on Black Friday sale, $45. But it kind of sucked though that I had to pay the shipping when I sent it. They made me like jump through hoops for them basically so they could do this. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm your fucking customer here. Why are you making me jump through hoops? You should be kissing my ass for having a defective product within 2 months.
Right.
And then they send me this email that says, we have received your package, we're going to check to make sure everything's in it. Then they're like, oh, well, everything's in it, we'll send you a tracking number when it ships. The next day, they sent me the same 2 emails. So they took a step back, and then took the same step forward to make it seem like they're making progress. And I was like, really? Come on now, seriously? Ranting and shit, I'm sorry. Where were we? We were, buying new computers, blah, blah, blah. I got up to 1,700 subs. We've been trying to do this networking stuff. I'm kind of anti-social in a way. I've been trying to, work on that quite a bit. Most of my jobs have entitled me to work alone. So I'm used to spending a lot of time alone with very minimal human contact, so... And the whole being social thing kind of throws me for a loop, and I'm trying to, and I'm a little more social through text and all that than I am through voice. So I've gotten better, actually. I really have. Not like freaking giant steps, but baby steps.
He's at the point where he can make small talk but cannot hold long conversations.
There you go. I can hold long conversations in like one-on-one communication, or if there's like me and like 2 other people, but when it starts getting a little more than that, it starts throwing me off. But I've gotten in games, I can handle conversation with a decent amount of people, but I always freeze up and just get real quiet when there's people who are like who dominate the conversation basically. Like when there's louder people, I kind of freeze up and just get real quiet. So, to all those people that have been trying to play with us for a while, I do apologize. That's kind of my fault for the, I have these like social anxiety issues. I can handle, a few, but it's an overwhelming. But we are trying to get in and play more games with more people. That's why we really want to be able to get everything up and running for live streaming, so we can communicate back. Like, you can ask questions through text or comment with us and talk with us without there being an overwhelming number of voices just like screaming over each other.
Yeah, we're trying to get better at trusting players in Grand Theft Auto as well.
Yeah,
like we've had plenty of people sit there and just fuck around way too much. Like, there really isn't any other way to put it.
Well, fucking around is all fine and dandy, but it's when we're trying, like, if we're trying to do a video that has like a purpose and a goal. You know, the goal is to entertain you guys in the video. You know, so there's some we have to like set up and plan out and all that, but there's some people that can't handle sitting around for a while, and I completely understand. It's just doesn't work out for recording. Like, there's times where when we're sitting around, I just want to go blow some shit up. But I always, yeah, you do. But I always keep it in mind, like, alright, you know, we're about to do a 5-star, or like a triathlon 5-star, or we're gonna get in this big shootout with the cops. All I gotta do, wait for everybody to be ready, and then it can be a successful one, hopefully. And it'll be a good video, and I can blow a lot of shit up as soon as we start.
Normally when I want to blow things up, I'm like, guys, there's something I have to do.
Yeah, she ends up normally getting the cops on me when she does that, though. I'm like, oh, come on!
At least I give you warning.
Yeah, but there's nowhere to hide. Most of the time I'm away from my controller, too. Like, while we're waiting, I'll be like, I'm gonna step out real quick. Come back and I got cops. I'm like, no! Don't impound my vehicle!
I've gotten better about that.
Yes, you have.
Like, I was at the point where I just fucked around way too much and it was detrimental to what we were doing. But now I'm a lot better, and I mean, when the other player, like when other people were doing it, like, I didn't do it as much, I noticed.
Yeah, it's almost like we had to have someone doing that.
Right.
One thing that's real weird that I've noticed has been good luck is something that seems like it'll be bad luck. Yeah, you're gonna love this one, baby. And when we're starting a 5-star, if I accidentally kill someone on our team, we tend to successfully pass the 5-star. Like, even if there's those like overzealous nights, like when the cops are just all over us, super aggressive. If I blow one of us up in the beginning, it seems like we're gonna pass. It's been twice where I blew someone up in the beginning and we still passed it.
Yep, I was one of those. And
Yeah.
Sean was the other one. He blew up his brother with a fucking grenade launcher.
I hit myself with an SUV in that same explosion.
But you killed your brother. You lived.
I did live. I almost died. I knocked out all my freaking armor and part of my health. That was funny.
You got my damn bison and pounded my ass. When you blew me up.
No, your bison was still there because Scott was sitting in it.
right, Scott was
It was your Futo that I blew up, which that was successful as well.
Yeah,
We're at 3 out of 3. If I blow someone up and we do a 5-star, it is successful. There's one where I blew up her Futo, but my Corvette was sitting right there, so we just hopped in that instead, and she drove it.
Yeah, he blew me up. I threw a sticky bomb on a car and I was too close, and then he blew me up. And my sticky bomb blew up and I got hit with the blast and I died. So I run back and my Futo's gone. I'm like, you got impounded. Hop in the Corvette you're driving. Alright.
And it was a success, was it not?
It was.
Alright, so we'll bring this one to an end. Sorry, we kind of rambled. I tried to do something a little different. We don't normally do these post commentaries or anything, so I kind of wanted to give you a little rundown of how I started on YouTube. Give you a little apology about my social anxieties and shit. Let you know we're working on all that. I've been wanting to do some Payday 2 for a really long time. A couple people I know have it. Both my cousins have it. I was trying to get Raina to get it, and yeah, I'm hoping to bring you some of that. I don't know if you guys want live commentaries on that, or if you want a post commentary. If you want post commentaries, give me some stuff to talk about. Because like, I'll think of a million things in my head to talk about for a post commentary, but as soon as I turn on that mic, all goes blank.
Yep.
I was like, what the hell am I talking about? Like, even in this one, we literally sat here for like 3 minutes waiting to start the commentary. Just sitting around, waiting for some words to come to our head.
You got my horrible singing in the beginning. Yay for you!
Yep, that's definitely what we're starting it off, because that was the icebreaker. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it wasn't too boring. I know commentaries can be kind of boring. I am not sure what's in the background, but it'll probably be blowing shit up with tanks.